ちゃって。いえ。
何どうしたの？まえちゃん部屋見る。
手拭いに座ってた。
で、どかしたら怒ってんの？
うん。なんでよ。Anyway, what Maya was sitting on there is the Tenugui here. 今ビデオ撮ってる。Yeah. So I ordered a bunch of these, mostly for the Kickstarter campaign, but on top of that, since we got a lot of interest in them, I ordered a couple more. So we've got some left over, and I figured, hey, if someone wants them from the Kickstarter campaign first, I'll ask those people first, then maybe the pre-order folks, and then if there's any left over after that, I'll bring them to conventions and stuff like that. But this is the Tenugui. This is not the 90 centimeter by 90 centimeter furoshiki wrapping cloth. This is the approximately 35 centimeter by 90 centimeter long tenugui or hand towel. It's commonly used for all sorts of things like decoration, but these days decoration. But of course, in the past, rags, things like small carrying pouches, strips of cloth to be torn off and used for various purposes, and so on and so on. So this is the Tenra one. Basically, right in the center, we have in beautiful kanji hand brush script from the book itself. It's a Tenra Bansho 0 in a really awesome, cool font. You can barely read it. That means it's awesome. We had a little bit of design there, and and had it printed. Let's zoom in just really closely. I want to show the quality of it. It's really, really fine here, especially with the yeah. You can see that the ink, it's basically screened on. It's not like a print decal or iron-on, so it should survive several washings without taking much damage. But just to compare it, let me just pull this out really quick. This is another one I have set up here. This is a more traditional one. Pardon me, I'm doing this with one hand here. But yeah, sometimes it's easier to carry dice. This is one I got. It's if you might recognize it from 20th Century Boys. Right now I'm using it to carry a set of dice. But among other things, just to compare the two. So this is another one I got in the store. Same thing, relatively high quality. The material's a little bit finer here. This is a little bit rougher, which is more authentic. It's almost like a gauze. The other thing here is, even though the 20th Century Boys one is a little more authentic in this regard, in that the edges are not sewn. Traditionally, these were used for, again, if you go to buy them at a store, there's some that are sewn along here. You can usually get them sewn these days, but more traditional ones are not sewn here, just to keep the tenugui feel of it, because basically the thought is, well, it's the 1800s and early 1900s, and what we do with tenugui is we use them until they're all ready, then we tear them off into strips in case someone breaks their leg or whatever. We can tear off strips and use it as basically gauze and stuff like that. Well, the company I ordered these from had a service where most of them these days are actually ordered for decorative purposes, so they sewed the edges really carefully for us, so you don't have to do that. And now Maya's attacking it. Awesome. Okay, so that's one of the things. The other things I have over here are the Tenra Bansho 0 introduction manga. I ordered a bunch of these. These is basically, all this is essentially the first 32 pages of the book. And there's a little bit of basically the back cover blurb from the back of the slipcases on this thing. It's staple bound. The cover is a really thick, glossy material. I was intending to order like a comic book, like a flimsier cover, but they gave me a really awesome, sturdy one, and I really love the feel of this thing. I'm going to order for other stuff. But inside we have basically the Oni color piece there on a blue background, and then the rest begins exactly as, well, your PDFs right now, but soon your books have in the first 32 pages basically the introductory manga. Then the last page is, we had one page left over, so we took the victory conditions section from the rules, just to show you what the GM and players do. And then the back cover is, this is the front cover for the original Tenjo Tenge supplement that came out for this game back in 2001 or so. It features an Oni warrior woman and an Oni warrior, or Oni, I guess, prince holding a gun katana over a field of skulls. Awesome. Anyway, so we use that, the inside back, and again, really sturdy quality. I intended to make these so that basically, say you are the GM and you're coming to a room with people who can't really understand the setting, maybe, you know, feel free to give them copies of your PDF, I don't care. But at least if you come to the table and no one's read the PDF or whatever, you can just basically get one or two of these and just pass them around the table and be like, look, just flip through this comic for like 5 minutes, and this basically has the gist of the setting and all the cool characters you can be, so you can figure out what you want to do right away. So hopefully that'll save time with getting people on board in terms of the concept, and you know what, give them away or something as a little present. Finally, the other thing I have to display, I also have a comic which is going to be the director's cut physical book, which everyone at $70 or more at the backing level, that gives them the book and all the PDF supplements. They'll also get a physical copy of the director's cut supplement that has all the director's notes, basically my notes about the translation process and all the little crazy things that happen in the background. I don't have that. It's actually right now being printed, so I can't show that, unfortunately, but I will be offering that as well. The last thing I have is some postcards. These I made kind of special. We got Claudia Cangini to arrange the art. This is the art she arranged for the desktop and iOS backgrounds, which is, well, I told her to do it, and she did it, and I was still completely floored by the quality she put into this thing. I was just like, wow, she took the art that I knew and completely arranged it in a really awesome and cool way. So everyone, I believe, at any physical level, $55 or more, will get a set of these. But I don't know, in case you want another set, I'll offer these for pretty cheap. Basically, they're 5 by 7 inch postcards, and on one side it features the art. So it comes with 4 of these and 1 of these, a little bit sturdier, thicker ones. The 4 of these are basically for players, and they have the rules for using iKey chits and using Ki in one place for easy reference at the table. The other one is, flip it over, the only reason there's 1 per table is it's the emotion matrix grid from the back of the book. So instead of printing it out, you can just have it on the back of a card. It's pretty well done. And thanks to Jerry Grayson for helping me lay these out. That's it. The postcards, the director's cut book, which unfortunately I don't have, the Tenra Bansho Zero introduction manga, and over here, which Maya is again sitting on, is the Tenra Bansho Zero Tenugui. I will avoid giving you the one that she sat on. That'll be my special one. But yeah, this is what we got. Thank you very much.